The best piece of advice I have for someone trying to succeed in the film industry or any creative space is if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
One of the best to ever do it.
What is freedom? I think I stole this from Bob Dylan, but maybe I stole this from Woody Guthrie. Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness? The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Site Review Tuesday. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success, and I want to say thank you for joining me. Now here in a minute, we're going to get to reviewing one of your websites, and I do want to point out that while this has been pre-recorded, I'm hanging out in the chat, interacting with you guys live and answering your questions. Now, if you're interested in having your website reviewed, there's a link in the description below this video where you can submit your site. And in addition to getting a site review, I also offer a one-on-one session to each photographer who has had a site review done to help them answer any questions or assist in making any changes that they may want to make. Now, don't forget, we also live stream every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so I hope to see you there. Let's get into the site review. All right, so here we are on daybalcophoto.com. Hopefully I said that name right. If I got it wrong, I do apologize. But we're going to go ahead and start here on the homepage. So the first thing that I noticed, your logo up here in the top left, looks like a really cool logo design. I feel like it might be a little on the smaller side, and also it's a little bit subdued against this green here. So I would consider either making it a little bit larger, or maybe changing this color or the color in your logo just to make it stand out a little bit more. But I think it's a really cool logo design. I just would like to be able to see it a little bit more, either by making it larger or having it stand out a little bit more against this color. Now, the nice thing is this is on your header, which if you're not using your header menu on your homepage, it's definitely a good thing to do, because let me just show you. If I navigate to any other page here on the website, the navigation is going to stay exactly the same. And the header menu actually gives you some options for your logo. So you can control the size of your logo by making your header a little bit larger if you want to do that. And you can also switch your header layout to show the logo up above the menu items, and then let you center those menu items up if you want to do that as well. So definitely experiment with the header layout. But let's just go back here to the home page. Now you're using a nice big slideshow here. The images are coming across. They're really beautiful, nice images, a good display of your work. I don't know how many photos are here. I haven't seen any repeats yet. So you might want to make sure that you are just showing the best, 10 to 15 photos that represent your work. So picking out the best 10 to 15 from each one of your categories and making sure that they're showing here. Now, the other thing that I'm noticing as well is that some of these photos have a watermark on them right here. And then occasionally we're coming across some that do not have that watermark. Now, for me, my recommendation is I don't like putting watermarks on the homepage photo. I feel like it's a little distracting. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Watermarks on the photos, yes or no? What are your thoughts? But either way, if you're going to have watermark on the photos, on your homepage at least, make sure that you are consistent and that every photo has the same watermark in the same place, etc. So just something to think about there. Now, scrolling down to the bottom down here, there is this overlay right here, this green overlay. There's not really a need for it. I feel like it cuts into the image a little bit. This is nice if you have a welcome message or something down here. And if you want to do that and put the locations that you work in here on the homepage, that's perfectly fine. You can still leave this and do that. But if you're not going to take if you're not going to utilize this space, I would recommend getting rid of this overlay and then also this duplicate Facebook icon down here. You already have your Facebook icon up here in your header menu, so there's not really a need to have that down here. So in Customize View, if you go to Page Elements, or go to Options and Page Elements, you can turn this Facebook menu item off right here, and then go to Edit Theme in Theme Designer, and you can remove this overlay. So you're going to go to Theme Designer, which is under Theme, click Edit Theme, and then go to the Homepage tab, scroll down, click on the bottom overlay, and make this color completely transparent if you're not going to utilize this space. All right, moving back up here, let's take a look at your site menu and how you've got it set up. So quite a bit of links on here. I think you have a good organization going. Let's just take a review or a quick look at your menu items and see how you have them set up. So first, I love that you have a portfolio drop-down menu. Again, these colors, maybe thinking about these colors a little bit, but you know, I think for this part at least, this orange stands out really nice against this green. Not sure if that's your branding or just some colors that you like, but there's that gray here as well. So just thinking about your colors a little bit here might be helpful. But let's go ahead and click on location. And again, I really like that you have a drop down. So many people just link to the portfolio group and then the client has to go through and do some extra clicking. So utilizing this drop down really helps people get to what they want to see in fewer clicks. All right, here we are on the location portfolio. Keep in mind that the name of the gallery does not have to be the same name as the name of the site menu item. You can name them separately, which means that you could put more information in the name of this gallery. Locations, maybe call out the specific locations you shoot, the specific areas that you shoot in that title. Also, gallery captions are very underutilized, so definitely check out that feature. It lets you put a lot more information in there. And as we've seen on previous reviews, you can also put call to actions in those gallery captions, where you can have people click a contact button right when the impulse strikes them, rather than going up here and looking for it, you know, if you have the gallery caption set up. Definitely a very underutilized feature, so make sure that you're looking at that. Now, for slideshow, what do you guys think in the chat? Slideshow, do you want slideshows on the portfolio? Do you think this is something that's useful, or is this something that you would remove? Personally, for me, I like to keep my portfolios nice and clean, and I would probably hide this button if it was me, but that's just a personal opinion. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Now, as far as the images go, one of the things I'm noticing is the hover stuff right here, so this is probably not necessary to have in your portfolio. I would recommend going in and turning off that favorites feature and this little overlay down here. Other than that, I think you have a very nice and spot on selection of the images. There is not too many, but there's also not too few. It covers a wide range of your work, displaying what you like to do or displaying what you shoot, showing your work. Portfolio galleries, what do you guys think? Watermarks on the images, yes or no? I'm mixed on that. I know the reason behind watermarks on the images. You know, if somebody comes in here and screenshots it, at least there's a watermark. How do you guys think about that for portfolio galleries? Let me know. But just going down here, one of the things I would probably do is there is a Facebook like button down here, and as you can see, this page has had 0 likes. So either call in some favorites from a few of your friends and clients, have them go in there and give this a like so it doesn't say 0. Or you can go ahead and turn that off, and that's going to be under the options and page elements for this gallery as well. Overall, though, I think this gallery is nice. I like that you've taken the time to actually create a custom theme. I think it stands out really well. Just getting rid of those hovers and then maybe taking care of that Facebook like button and then adding in some information here would be nice. All right, let's keep going down. So let's go to corporate. All right, so on corporate, I see a couple of things here. One, now we have a share button as well as a slideshow button. Now, I am not opposed to showing the share button on the portfolio. I think it's an easy way if you have somebody come in here and they're like, oh, I really like this gallery. Let me share it out with somebody that would be interested. The share button is nice to have. So if you're going to show that, I would try to be consistent and have it in all of your portfolios. The slideshow button, again, I'm still not sure on that one. I would probably turn it off if it was me, but that's a personal preference here. But again, also thinking about the title of your gallery and utilizing gallery captions. And then also here, we're still seeing that hover overlay. Now, the other thing I didn't point out too is if I scroll all the way down, well, for one, we have the tweet button, which wasn't on the other one, and we have that Facebook like button again with 0 likes. So either call in some favors with some people, or go ahead and remove these options. But one of the things I didn't point out in the other gallery, and it's the same in this one, is that if you have taken the time to optimize these images for search, meaning that you've keyworded them and titled them, all of that hard work is not being put to use because the categories and keywords section down here is not showing. So Google cannot index those keywords, and therefore it's not going to help you with your ranking. So you want to make sure that for your portfolio galleries, your public galleries, if you're taking the time to keyword those, you need to make sure that that shows up in your galleries. And so to do that, you're going to go into Customize View, go to Options, Page Elements, make sure that the Categories and Keywords button is set to show, or that the option is set to show. Apply that, and then if you want that to apply to all of your galleries, go ahead and set it as a default. But one of the things you want to keep in mind here is, again, that if you've categorized and keyworded these photos, all of that hard work is going to waste because it's not being shown here, and Google only takes into account information that people can actually see on your website. All right, so let's just go down here. We're not going to look at all of the portfolios, but we're going to look at a few more really quick. So same thing here, and as I was looking at your portfolios earlier, just before I started this, one of the things I definitely like is that I feel like you've done a really good job of selecting the images for your portfolio. There's not too many photos in here, and there's not too little. So there's a nice amount of images in your portfolio. So good job on that. Now, here's another gallery here, and now we have a View Guestbook button. So this was not on your previous galleries. This is something new. And so you want to make sure that these galleries stay consistent. As far as the guest book goes, honestly, I would turn this off. This is not a feature that I use. It's not a feature that I would recommend using unless you have specific uses that you've been using it for. It's still a little odd to see it show up in one gallery and not the other one. And then down here at the bottom, it's showing up down here as well. So let's just see, are there any guest books? All right, so there's a guest book showing, but we cannot add new guest book entries. So again, this is an option that you're going to want to turn off. That's going to be under Options and Page Elements in Customize View. All right, we're going to check out one more portfolio down here at the bottom, just grabbing one at random. Again, the share button showing back up in this one, and it's not on in previous ones. We've still got the overlay, and then no categories and keywords. So your portfolios, your image selection is spot on, just making them consistent and removing some of those features that aren't really needed to clean it up a little bit. Let's check out your bio page really quick. All right, so in your bio, this is the first place where I come and I see what area you work in, which is not bad. I mean, seeing bio right here, and if I'm looking for that specific information, it being the second site menu item, I'm going to say that that's okay. I would like to see that stuff on the home page, but at least it's pretty obvious where I probably need to go to figure out where you are, so bio is not bad. I would really like to see a photo of you here, a headshot or something like that. I think you've got some decent images down here, or decent information, not images, some decent information down here. And then you've got your footer showing down here. You might turn that off. There's not really a need for this footer. You're not really utilizing it. This is something that you could turn off and hide. You've got your LinkedIn and your Facebook already up here. Now, you guys know I'm a big video advocate. I would love to see a custom about page with a video of you introducing yourself, talking about what you do and why you love to do it. But for this about page, really quickly, a quick fix would just be add a photo of yourself here so we get an idea of what you look like. We know your name, which is nice, and where you work out of, but having a photo in here would be really nice. All right, moving on to client list. I'm not really sure what I think about this page. I mean, I definitely understand the reason of having a client list page, and maybe this is a specific, oh, Campbell soup, cool. Maybe this is for a specific reason that you need to have. what do you guys think in chat about this client list page? Are these good to have? I mean, if you're doing commercial work, I can definitely understand that. It also lets me know, I see a lot of Philadelphia in here, so that lets me know your location. Again, the footer's on in this page. You might want to turn that off. There's not really a use for it. But I think this client page here could probably be combined with either your bio or something else, maybe even your client testimonials. So if we go up here and look at testimonials, this is a cool page to have. You know, here's what our clients are saying about us. Got a lot of information here. You could have this be combined with that client list page and save some clicking and save some space on your site menu item up here as well. So rather than having this as a separate menu item, clients list and the testimonials can be combined together into one page. Now, the guest book is under testimonials, and this is something I would, again, I'm not a big fan of the guest book. I would definitely remove this, and here's why. Because from your site menu, I can go in here, and the last entry that you have on your guest book is from 2017. So this is definitely something that I would probably remove. I've seen it become a place for spam. So it's just an option that I would probably remove and take from off of my site menu item, and then combine that clients list with the testimonials and make it one menu item here, and that's going to save you some space. Let's go to client access. So this is the built-in client access page, kind of a random image here showing. You could probably put a little bit more information in this photo. I mean, if you're just going to show a graphic, you know, this is a good place. These are for your clients to go and enter their gallery IDs. So this is a really nice place to thank people for being your clients. So if you put like a headshot up of it here, maybe a personal quote text over that image, just a personal quote saying thank you, you know, I appreciate your business or something like that. That's a really nice touch to add to your client access page, because these are people who are your clients, and so saying thank you here is a really nice touch. So I think that's nice to have up here. Now you have the client access page, and you also have the client login page, both on your site menu. And one of the things that I would probably consider doing is setting that up to be a drop-down menu. So you could have this be clients, and then drop down and it can say access, or client access, or login, or enter your gallery ID and login. Having it under one drop-down menu is going to save you some space up here. Fewer site menu items is going to be easier to digest for your site visitors. And so creating a drop-down menu specifically for your clients and calling it that is going to make it a lot easier for people to digest. All right, let's go grab a look at your contact page. Now this is the built-in contact page. I think you've done, I mean, this is just the standard built-in contact page. Easy to use, really nice and easy to set up. You've got your Facebook and your LinkedIn profile. That's perfectly fine. All of this, so that's great. Again, down here the site footer is showing. You can turn this off by going to options, page elements, set the footer to hide. There's not really a reason to show it. It's not being utilized for anything. I would just set it to hide so that your page just looks like this. Okay, let's go check out the copyright page because I'm curious about this. All photos and text appearing in the inclusive property of David and are protected under the copyright. So not really sure what I think about this. I mean, all of the pages do have your copyright down here at the bottom, and excuse me, the copyright down here at the bottom. And so I'm not sure if this is necessary. What do you guys think? Is this something that's necessary to have? I mean, it's pretty cool that you're taking the time to create this custom page. You know, and I can definitely see where, you know, you could say, hey, I had a copyright page right there on my website. But what do you guys think? Is this necessary to have this on your website? How does this make you look to potential visitors, especially if you already have the copyright down here? What do you guys think in chat? Let me know. All right, you've also got your LinkedIn and your Facebook icon up here. So let's just click on your LinkedIn icon really quick. And so now, David, I see a headshot here. So let's get this headshot onto your website. This would be a great headshot to have there on the about page rather than just that landscape photo. That way people can see you and see what you look like. All right, let's click on your Facebook icon really quick and just take a look there. All right, and so here on your Facebook page, I'm seeing a different logo than we were seeing on your website. And let's just see, let's just take a look. So your last post was October 27th, 2018. And if you're gonna link to your Facebook page, you most definitely wanna make sure that you keep that updated. So back to brand consistency, making sure that you're using the same headshots or at least similar headshots across your different social media sites. And then also making sure that you're using the same logo, because the logo that I see up here is entirely different from the logo that I was seeing on your Facebook page. And so that is definitely something to think about. Now, lastly is this search option up here. Guys, if you're not using this search option, you probably want to remove it. Now, if you are optimizing your photos for search, you can definitely leave it up here if this is something you want people to see. But let's just do a quick search and see if we get any results. So I'm going to type in portrait, hit enter. And so I am getting some results on this search page. Now I can see galleries and photos. Some of these are password protected, so it looks like some of these might be client galleries. And also too, on your search page here, your theme has changed. So if you are not using search, if you're not optimizing your website for search, if you don't want people to search, go ahead and remove this on your header option. Just go to options, or go to site header and uncustomize view and turn that search option off. Overall, David, I think you've got a great site. Just a few small changes that you need to make that I think would really set this up to be nice. Combining a couple of your site menu items together, making sure that your portfolio page is consistent and all of your galleries look the same, and then maybe creating that clients area, and then your logo, making sure that your logo is consistent. But I do want to say thank you for submitting your site. Hopefully this review was helpful, and again, just a few small changes, and I think you'd be really set up with a great website. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching that site review. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button and hit the little bell icon so you get notified when we post videos and when we go live. Now, if you're interested in having your site reviewed, there's a link in the description below this video where you can submit your website for that. And in addition to getting a site review, you're also going to get a link where you can schedule a session with me. We're going to go over your website, go over the review. I'll answer any questions that you have and help you make any changes that you're interested in making. So the link to sign up for that is in the description below this video. Now, don't forget, Zenfolio Live coming up this Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you guys there. Until then, I hope you have a great week.